Welcome. It's a beautiful Chamber of Commerce day in Palm Desert. I'm Randy Florence, the President and CEO of the Palm Desert Chamber of Commerce. Typically, we would have presented a combined State of the City and Chamber event about this time of year, but as you know, we had to postpone that for various reasons. So as a substitute for that, we think we did something pretty cool here. We're going to start out with a video from the Palm Desert Chamber, tell you a little bit about the Chamber, the benefits of being a member, and introduce you to some of our incoming board members. Then we're going to switch over and give you an actual State of the City video from the city at Palm Desert. We're so glad you're here, and we're really looking forward to putting on this event in person next year. Good morning. I'm Randy Florence, the President and CEO of the Palm Desert Chamber of Commerce, and welcome to our building. We're so excited to show you around here today, talk a little bit about the reimagining of the Palm Desert Area Chamber of Commerce. One of the things that happens to me every morning when I walk into this building is I can just feel the history of where I am. Many of you may not know, but in 1947, this area where we're standing right now were the maintenance yards for General Patton's Army. We'll show you a picture of some of the tanks that were here in 1947. But when I feel like that, it ties me even more into the history of this city, and it makes me feel even better about being the CEO of the Chamber of Commerce and serving this city. Let's go in and take a look at the building, and we'll meet a couple of the people who work with me on the staff. And welcome inside the Chamber of Commerce here. This is a really special building. It was completed in 2009, and it has won multiple awards for its sustainability, for the green nature and the way it was built. You really need to come down here and see this building sometime. But one of the things that I love about it every single morning is the history of this building. Up on the walls, you'll see pictures of what was on this land back in the early 60s before El Paseo came about. It's phenomenal, the types of businesses that were in this town in the early 60s. The Palm Desert Historical Society has provided us with pictures all over this building. It'll definitely make you excited about Palm Desert if you come in. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about some of the services that we provide to the members too. We have a beautiful conference room here that we make available to our members. As you can see here, it's got full AV capabilities. We have room to seat about 30 people in here. And again, it is available to our membership. All you have to do is contact us here at the Chamber, and we can reserve this room for you. Next door, we'll show you also, we've got a room where we had a conference room, but it's being used for a very special purpose now. It is full of PPE. PPE that we secured from the state to be able to provide to the businesses here in the valley. One of the things that I'm most excited about is introducing you to some of our board members that are going to tell you a little bit about their history with the Chamber and why the Chamber of Commerce was so important to them personally and why it may be important to you as a business owner.
I'm Cindy Burrison. I'm the CEO of the Children's Discovery Museum, and I'm actually coming back on the board for my second time because I love this chamber. It has been a part of my fabric of my business and my life for many years. When you're surrounded by other professionals that have the best interest of the business community and each other at stake, I think that really makes a big difference. The mixers are really fun. The board and all of the ambassadors do a really good job of being liaisons to making people feel comfortable and welcome and let you know that we really are one big family.
My name is Mel Mason. I'm known as the clutter expert. I own Decluttering Spaces, and I also serve on the executive committee. I am the incoming chair for next term. When I moved here, I've only been here for a little over 3 years. When you move to a new location, you're starting your business all over again. So I had to relaunch. And all I did was join the chamber, and they told me to become an ambassador. It would be a great idea for me to become an ambassador because I would make all these connections. I became an ambassador, and I went to every ribbon cutting, every event. I was a greeter. I met so many people that just in the first 2 months I was there, I made my membership of over $300 back 8.5 times. You have to come and show up. You have to make yourself known because if people don't know you, they can't refer you. So if you're here making yourself known, showing up at things, connecting with people, going out for coffee, building those relationships, your business will grow.
Hi, I'm Ray Rodriguez and co-owner of Casuelas Cafe in Palm Desert and Cork Tree California Cuisine. And I'm thrilled to be here chatting about the Chamber, which has been a really wonderful help for me in my life, both personally and in business. I'm past chairman of the board and always happy to be a resource and a strong supporter for the Chamber, and I'm pleased to be coming on board as another new board member again. You go from being someone in a room who doesn't want to be there to somebody who realizes they're developing themselves, learning a lot, to, hey, let's ask Ray, he'll know. And you may or may not, but you have a team in the community to lean on, and you can get to a good answer that way.
My name is Patrick Klein. I'm the general manager over at the Gardens on El Paseo, and I'm a past board member. Actually, I'm soon to be a returning board member, a past president of the board for the Chamber of Commerce. One of the best bits of advice I got when I landed here in Palm Desert was get over there to that Chamber of Commerce and get involved. I took that advice and ran with it. Was quickly introduced to some of the just kindest people in town, but also some of the most important people in town from a shakers and movers standpoint. You know, you're mixing and mingling and interacting with civic leaders, big business leaders, small business leaders, people that can help you out in getting things done around town. It is kind of like our duty and responsibility as board members and active members, ambassadors of this chamber, to take people who may not necessarily feel comfortable as being newcomers to this desert and show them that we are a very welcoming and very inclusive community, and we want all people to succeed from all walks of life.
My name is John Sloan. I am currently the chairman of the board for the Palm Desert Area Chamber of Commerce. This chamber is a phenomenal chamber. I love the city of Palm Desert. I live here. This particular Palm Desert Chamber is really working hard on behalf of our local businesses. And if you take a look, we have a lot of small local businesses here in our community. And our job is to make sure we're connecting with them, finding out what they need, and working together to make this a big, wonderful place to continue to live and work and play. You know, people have a hard time reaching out to another individual. And that was one of the reasons why I joined the ambassadors. So I get to take new people and introduce them to others in these mixers that we're doing or breakfasts. So it's really a great way to be able to get someone who is a wallflower into the mix and into the circles of those that also want to network.
This really says it all. The Palm Desert Area Chamber of Commerce, opening doors for business. I'd like to introduce you to a couple of our staff members who are helping with the Chamber of Commerce and helping give value to our membership out there. Here's Jo Beth Prudhomme, our membership salesperson.
Good to see you. Thank you.
And up here is my general manager, Fritz Hergenhan. He's definitely somebody you're going to want to meet. So those are the people that are helping me here at the Chamber to provide value for your business, help your business grow and thrive for as long as you would like it to. The Palm Desert Chamber of Commerce is here for one thing, to help the business community in Palm Desert any way we can. Check us out on our website, pdacc.org, or send me an email at ceo@pdacc.org. Thank you for joining us and visiting our beautiful building.
We're here at the Miles Bates Wave House, a perfect icon for the distinctive character of Palm Desert. Our past leaders built a solid financial foundation and a culture attracting a nimble staff. Those attributes have allowed us to respond resourcefully to both opportunities and challenges. We work hard to preserve the best of our past. But in Palm Desert, preservation never means stagnation, because our core value is inventiveness. Palm Desert doesn't settle for how things used to be, or even how other cities might be doing them. We are bent on discovering the best practices that others will imitate. Just like the wave on this house, Palm Desert is always dynamic, always on the move. That was revealed quickly when we faced the unforeseen challenge of this pandemic. I'm pleased at how quickly and inventively staff and elected leaders responded. We have provided over $3 million of relief to our city businesses. Relief that has been easy to qualify for through loans that are easily forgivable. This allowed our businesses to survive until more complex forms of relief could be received. And get this, today, Palm Desert has more successful businesses than it did at the beginning of the pandemic. We showed equal concern for our residents by quickly channeling funds for direct rent payments, not just postponing the crisis with moratoria. It took the state of California an extra year to come up with this solution. But I'm pleased to report we had more funds allocated for this than we could use. No Palm Desert resident needed to be anxious about keeping a roof over their head, and landlords were prevented from facing calamity. In a normal year, we supply about $500,000 to nonprofit partners above and beyond our support for the Jocelyn Center and after-school programs. In the pandemic, we doubled that to make sure no one was in want. For a normal city, just administering these programs would keep everyone busy. But we didn't fall back on our heels. We leaned forward and asked, what should we be doing to better position Palm Desert for 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 30 years from now? You will be amazed at the progress that has been possible even during the crisis times of these last 18 months. My colleagues will share some of the details, but that's just the tip of the wave. Dynamic Palm Desert is on the move.
Hi, I'm Mayor Pro Tem Jan Harnick, and we're here in the Palm Desert Digital iHub. And this is born from a collaborative effort between Coachella Valley Economic Partnership, CSUSB, and the City of Palm Desert. It took a long time to get here, a lot of discussion and a lot of planning, but our ultimate goal was to make sure that we created something that would help diversify our economy and lift everybody in Palm Desert and the Coachella Valley. This location was chosen because it's close to the CSU campus and to its high-speed fiber network. This fiber allows bandwidths of 1,000 times the speed of what is available to us in the valley right now. And one thing that COVID has made clear, broadband connectivity in general, wired or wireless, is critical to the success of our communities, whether we're discussing the economy and good jobs, education, health, and quality of life. We recognize that broadband must be viewed as a utility, just like water and electricity. The Palm Desert iHub will house the CSU cybersecurity program. In the US, there are hundreds of thousands of cybersecurity jobs going left unfilled. We want to fill those with our students. We want to give them the opportunity, and we want to bring more diversity into that area of expertise. The Entrepreneur Program will also be housed right here, providing a place to launch new and brilliant ideas and businesses, further broadening that economic base for our Coachella Valley. We know access to education provides opportunity and can elevate people out of poverty to a better quality of life. And once again, COVID has shown us clearly we need education and essential, important, high-paying jobs, and we need them now. The Coachella Valley and surrounding areas have the lowest access to a four-year college of any region in California. And we're working hard to change that. And that's why Palm Desert started Priority 1 Coachella Valley, or P1CV. Expansion of our campus to accommodate a hybrid model for a four-year university can be done immediately, and our students in our valley will benefit immediately. Our campus is shovel-ready and shovel-worthy. A four-year independent Palm Desert campus will help create jobs, spur economic development, and broaden our economic base. It'll provide great jobs to skilled employees in healthcare, tech, and the sciences. That will benefit all of us.
Hello, I'm Gina Nistandi and I serve on the Palm Desert City Council, and it is sure an honor to be on this council and serve the residents of Palm Desert and our businesses. I am here today standing on the intersection on Monterey and Dinah Shore. It is Palm Desert's North Sphere, and it's our last area to develop. And it's with thoughtful consideration that myself and our fellow council members are making sure we do strategic location of use of space, which retailers will be here, housing projects. And specifically, I am standing across from what is to be our future retail center, Monterey Crossings. It is on the corner of Dinah Shore and Monterey as you get onto the 10 freeway. It's a strategic location for not just our local residents as they get on and off the 10 freeway, but to visitors coming from the coastal area, heading all the way east into Arizona. It will be a wonderful location for visitors to come on and off the freeway. And I'm proud to announce that we already have Chick-fil-A lined up, we have The Habit, and Quick Quack Car Wash, amongst other retailers. Also, the City of Palm Desert has partnered with CBRE, a local commercial real estate firm here and also a national firm. And they are helping us develop what's left of our North Sphere. It is very important we do smart development here. They are going to help us bring technology-based industries here, also medical companies, along with regional economies and industries that are important to a vibrant economy here in Palm Desert. And they are also going to help us partner with the University Park Development, which is home to Cal State San Bernardino. But one day we hope to make it a four-year standalone campus, the Cal State Palm Desert campus. And with their partnership, we hope to make that a reality. As I stand here in front of the future Monterey Crossings development, one might wonder, well, what about the traffic? It's already congested, and the City of Palm Desert has taken note, and we are partnering with the developer and other state and local transportation industries to make traffic work smart and safe for all of our residents and visitors as they visit Palm Desert getting off the 10 freeway. I know it's been a tough year and a half with this pandemic and its effects on our local businesses. And we as a city are doing everything we can to help mitigate those negative impacts on business. And we are looking to the future and a bright future for our current businesses and our future ones. We want it to be known that Palm Desert is the place to do business. This is such an exciting time for the city of Palm Desert and all of Coachella Valley for that matter, but I'm very proud to be a part of it as we bring Palm Desert into the future. Our future is very, very bright.
Hi, I'm Karina Quintanilla, Councilwoman for Palm Desert City Council District 1, and we are here in the very vibrant center of the new San Pablo district. So if you take a listen, as all of our morning commuters are here zipping on down towards College of the Desert, access to the Civic Center Park. So we are very proud of this beautiful investment, and this was $24 million in state and local funds. So we're very proud of the partnership that allowed us to bring the ability to connect directly to College of the Desert, as we are the home of higher education in the Coachella Valley. We also have behind me where we will have the new featured sculpture that will be selected, and so we're very proud of the work that the Art and Public Places Commission does in the city of Palm Desert. You'll see as you drive around all of the traffic cabinets, so those were paid for with the Art and Public Places funds. We have a lot of growth, and that means that we have a lot of opportunities to feature art like Unite Palm Desert. You will see forthcoming opportunities to beautify Palm Desert with developer funds, and we look forward to seeing these new creations pop up. Part of the city's strategic growth plan was to revitalize San Pablo as it brings us closer to College of the Desert. As you cruise through our new district area, you'll see how we've enhanced public transportation, such as access for pedestrians, biking, and golf carts. We are proud of the way the city's vision has come to fruition. The San Pablo corridor connects downtown to Civic Center and College of the Desert. We're very proud of the way that this allows for pedestrians to access in bikes and golf carts and walking through, as we encourage everybody to take advantage of our glorious weather for good public health reasons. We're proud that we can connect the city to all of the vibrant activities at College of the Desert, as we are the home of higher education. We look forward to working with College of the Desert's new president, Dr. Marta Garcia, as she leads College of the Desert into its new chapter, providing affordable education opportunities to the underserved students across the Coachella Valley. As we all know, COD plays a vital role in training the workforce of tomorrow, an important part of securing the local Palm Desert economy. One way that Palm Desert supports diversifying an economy in challenging times is the Unite Palm Desert program, which provided more than $2 million to support Palm Desert businesses during the pandemic. Thanks to the Unite Palm Desert program, our businesses have been able to roll up their sleeves and get right back to work. The city was able to issue more than 600 new business licenses this year already. Among those new businesses, the city's diversifying the economic base, and one example has been the way the cannabis industry has been a successful new addition to the mix of businesses in Palm Desert. Thank you for your support.
Hi, I'm Savvy Jonathan. We're here at the city's southwestern node to CV Link, which connects CV Link to one of the most popular hiking trails, the trailhead to the Bump and Grind. Now, this is a good example of our city's rededication to transportation alternatives for our residents and for our visitors alike, so that we all have a choice that goes beyond using our cars. We can bike, we can walk, or we can use our neighborhood electrical vehicles, sometimes referred to as golf carts. We're building on the opportunities provided by CV Link to connect the entire city in a project that we're calling PD Link. PD Link will fill in the gaps and provide greater connectivity between neighborhoods, destinations, and the CV Link network. We're looking at gaps in bike routes and sidewalks around the city, looking for ways to fill in those gaps. This is just one piece of the many infrastructure improvements the city has been making this year, including a major refresh of the President's Plaza parking lots, Alessandro Alley East, the resurfacing of Cook Street, and the work on Portola Median, beginning at Dinah Shore. All of this infrastructure work will have a tremendous economic impact on our city. As we refresh the downtown core, San Pablo, University Park, the North Sphere, that will invite development and developers who will make our city even better than it already is. In addition to the infrastructure projects, we're also conducting traffic studies all over the city. We've adopted a neighborhood traffic management plan. The city has moved to hire a transportation planner, and we've already begun an overall evaluation of the city streets, looking for hotspots for speeding and identifying a toolbox of options the city can employ to calm traffic and increase safety on our roadways. This endeavor will result in calmer and safer streets through the engagement of our residents. We love the engagement of our residents because it makes us better. One more exciting project I want to mention is CV Sync. CVAG getting underway with this multi-year project to synchronize traffic signals on major roadways throughout the Coachella Valley. We're looking forward to smoother traffic on our major corridors, fewer gas emissions, and less frustration by motorists. With all these projects in the works, you can see that the city of Palm Desert is truly a city on the move.
Everything that makes Palm Desert such a great place to live, visit, or do business is not city-driven. We have amazing partners, such as the Chamber of Commerce, the McCallum Theater, and the Living Desert. I'm here with Alan Monroe, Living Desert CEO. One of the things we're most pleased about through our partnership is the role the Living Desert plays in environmental stewardship and preservation of species. Can you give us some highlights?
Well, certainly, you know, for the last 50 years, actually 51 years now, the Living Desert has been, you know, here in the Coachella Valley serving as an opportunity to educate our guests and the citizens that live here in our valley to learn more about the desert, you know, the historic preservation about habitats and the animals and plants that live there. So we are involved in conservation projects all around the world. Here in Southern California, we work on things like the bighorn sheep, the peninsular pronghorn, and of course the endangered desert tortoise. And then also around the world in Africa, we've involved in conservation programs for things like the black rhinos and all the other animals that live in those amazing desert habitats.
Speaking of species preservation, I see behind us we're getting ready to welcome some new species to the family.
We are. We've been involved in trying to build the zoo of the future. And so we have what we call our new rhino savanna, which will open up this November 12th. And so just around the corner, there's a lot of work that has to happen between now and then. And the contractors are like hamsters running around as fast as they can to get all the details taken care of. This will have a chance to introduce 12 new species to the guest experience that are here. The key signature species is obviously the black rhinos. They are critically endangered. There's only about 5,000 black rhinos left in the world right now. And so we are going to be part of the collaborative effort with all the other zoos in North America to try and make sure that they do not go extinct under our watch. And so we are getting in a male and a female rhino. They're all juveniles right now, but in 4 to 6 years they'll be old enough to do what nature says. And we hope to be able to add to the insurance population of rhinos under human care. And then in addition to the rhinos, there are other species of antelopes and gazelles, things like klipspringer, waterbuck. And there are even some bird species we'll be adding. Some species of pelicans will be here, and species of vultures. So we'll have a wide representation of the animals that are found in the African savannas.
Fantastic. What are some key ways that Palm Desert residents who care about the earth can support this effort?
Well, the easiest way is to get a membership. You know, for a chance to come to visit the Living Desert as often as you'd like. The memberships are a great value, and they help us with a little bit of money coming in, and so that's how we always recommend. And of course, if you are so inclined, there obviously are sponsorship opportunities and donations, annual appeals that we send out. And so we're really blessed that we have a great support from the local philanthropic community to help us build new facilities like this rhino savanna.
Terrific. I have to share, We're standing in space that I'm told will be a new food concession, and it's got a spectacular view. So mark your calendars for November 12th and come on out. There's another key source of partnerships in Palm Desert beyond the ones I've listed. It's our residents. It's you. Almost every form of progress that you have heard about today started with a resident idea or a question. So please use one of the countless means available to stay engaged with your city. Go to our website, cityofpalmdesert.org, engagement, and you'll see the list there, including, of course, social media, our app. If you want to be old school, just pick up the phone and call City Hall. We'll be old school and promise to return your call. Together, we can make sure that 2022 is the best year Palm Desert has ever had. Even if this pandemic persists, we know how to handle that. So be vaccinated, be smart, and be ready for Palm Desert on the move.